Subscribe for more videos. We begin our journey in the 1980s, where the concept of mobile communication truly took off. As we dive into the annals of history, we encounter the birth of the first mobile phone, the Motorola Dynatac 8000X. This pioneering device was a far cry from the sleek, multifunctional gadgets we carry today, bulky and heavy, more akin to a brick than what we now recognize as a phone. The Dynatac 8000X was an engineering marvel of its time. Its features, or rather the lack thereof, were minimalistic, to say the least. It was only capable of making and receiving calls, with a battery life that could barely hold up for an hour's conversation. Yet, despite these limitations, it captured the world's imagination, offering a tantalizing glimpse into a future where communication would no longer be tethered to fixed lines. However, this groundbreaking technology came at a considerable cost. The 8000X, with its hefty price tag equivalent to almost $10,000 today, was an exclusive luxury, affordable only to a select few. But the Motorola Dynatac 8000X was more than just an expensive gadget. It was a bold statement, a testament to human ingenuity, and a symbol of our relentless pursuit of innovation. This brick-sized device was just the beginning, paving the way for the evolution of the smartphone. Moving into the 90s, the term smartphone was born. But what exactly is a smartphone? The term might be ubiquitous today, but back in the 90s it was an entirely new concept that was about to revolutionize the world. In 1992, a company called IBM decided to take a leap into the future. They created a device that was a cross between a mobile phone and a personal digital assistant. It was called the IBM Simon, and it was the first device to be referred to as a smartphone. Now, you might be thinking, what made this phone so smart? Well, for its time, the IBM Simon was a technological marvel. It went beyond the basic functionality of making calls. It had a calendar, an address book, a clock, a calculator, and a notepad, all essential features that we take for granted today. But the IBM Simon didn't stop there. It was also one of the first mobile devices that allowed users to send and receive emails, a feature that would become a staple of modern communication. And let's not forget about the touchscreen. Yes, you heard it right. The IBM Simon boasted a touchscreen interface along with a QWERTY keyboard. This was a big deal in an era when most phones had physical buttons. The IBM Simon was more than just a phone. It was a handheld computer. It was a device that was ahead of its time, pushing the boundaries of what a mobile phone could be. However, as groundbreaking as it was, the IBM Simon was not without its flaws. It was bulky, expensive, and its battery life left much to be desired. But despite these limitations, the IBM Simon was a critical step in the evolution of mobile technology. It set the stage for the smartphones we know today, showing us a world where our phones could do more than just make calls. They could organize our lives, keep us connected, and provide us with a world of information right at our fingertips. The IBM Simon was a glimpse into the future, showcasing what smartphones could become. As we step into the new millennium, smartphones became more common and accessible. Two major players emerged as the champions of this era, BlackBerry and Nokia. These brands, once household names, dominated the market and revolutionized the way we communicate. BlackBerry, with its signature full QWERTY keyboard, was the go-to gadget for business professionals. Its unique selling point was secure email, which allowed users to send and receive messages on the go. The BlackBerry Messenger, or BBM, became a popular means of instant communication, making it a hit among the younger demographic. On the other side of the spectrum was Nokia. This Finnish company was known for its robust phones that seemed to withstand the test of time. Emphasizing on the user interface, Nokia introduced the Series 60 platform on their smartphones, which was a precursor to the touch-based interfaces we use today. Nokia also saw the potential in mobile gaming, introducing the world to the addictive game of Snake. Both BlackBerry and Nokia recognized the need to evolve beyond mere calling and texting devices. Internet browsing became a standard feature, opening up a world of information at the user's fingertips. Music players turned phones into portable jukeboxes, and the inclusion of better quality cameras turned everyone into a potential photographer. But perhaps the most significant advancement was the introduction of apps. These small programs expanded the capabilities of smartphones, transforming them from communication devices into multifunctional tools. Whether it was for productivity, entertainment, or education, there was an app for almost everything. These advancements marked a significant shift in mobile technology, but the best was yet to come. As BlackBerry and Nokia paved the way, they set the stage for the next generation of smartphones. Their influence on the mobile industry was profound, and their legacy is still felt today. As the decade drew to a close, the world eagerly awaited the next big thing in mobile technology. In 2007, the world witnessed a revolution in the smartphone industry. This was the year that Apple, a company previously known for its sleek, minimalist computers and iPods, stepped onto the mobile stage with the first iPhone. This wasn't just another phone, this was an entirely new breed of device. The iPhone took the world by storm with its full touchscreen interface. Gone were the physical keyboards of the past, replaced by a glossy, intuitive screen that seemed to respond to your every whim. It was like holding the future in your hands. But the magic of the iPhone didn't stop at the touchscreen. This device boasted a high-quality camera, a feature that was unheard of in mobile phones at the time. The iPhone's camera was not just for snapping quick, grainy photos. It offered the ability to capture moments in stunning clarity, turning every user into a potential photographer. Then there were the apps. Oh, the apps, thousands of them, ready to download at the tap of a screen. From games and productivity tools to social media and fitness trackers, there was an app for everything. The iPhone was more than just a phone. It was a pocket-sized computer, a lifeline, a personal assistant, and a source of entertainment. The iPhone was a game changer. It wasn't the first smartphone, but it redefined what a smartphone could be. It set a new benchmark for design, usability, and functionality. It pushed boundaries and challenged norms. It made people rethink what they wanted and expected from their mobile devices. Apple's iPhone made waves not just for its innovative features, but also for its impact on the industry. It set the pace for future smartphone development, forcing competitors to step up their game. It sparked a shift towards touchscreen interfaces, high-quality cameras, and app-centric ecosystems. In the years that followed, other companies launched their own smartphones, each with their own unique features and strengths. But they all had one thing in common. They were following in the footsteps of the iPhone. The iPhone set a new standard for what a smartphone could be. It was the harbinger of a new era in mobile technology, an era where our phones are not just communication devices, but extensions of ourselves. The iPhone revolution was not just about a device. It was about changing the way we live, work, and play. The 2010s saw the rise of Android and an explosion in the variety and capabilities of apps. As the new decade dawned, a little green robot named Android emerged to challenge the dominance of Apple's iOS. Developed by Google, Android quickly became a popular choice, offering a more open and customizable platform for both users and developers. The rise of Android coincided with an exponential expansion in the app market. From social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, to productivity tools, games, and even educational apps, it was as if an entire universe had been compressed into our pockets. The 2010s were not just about new software, though. Hardware took gigantic strides as well. Smartphones were no longer just for calling and texting. They became our cameras, our music players, our navigators, our fitness trackers, and so much more. Companies like Samsung, Huawei, and Google pushed the envelope, introducing features such as edge-to-edge displays, multiple camera systems, and biometric security. Processors became faster, batteries lasted longer, and screens grew brighter and more vibrant. But perhaps the most significant development was the sheer processing power these devices began to harbor. Remember the supercomputers of old, those behemoths that filled entire rooms? By the mid-2010s, that level of processing power could be found in the smartphone sitting in your pocket. These devices became so powerful they began to change the way we live. They impacted everything from the way we communicate to how we work, learn, and entertain ourselves. They became an integral part of our lives. As the decade drew to a close, smartphones were no longer just a luxury or a convenience. They had become a necessity, a lifeline, an extension of ourselves. The brick-like phones of the past had evolved, transformed by technology into sleek handheld supercomputers. The smartphone has evolved from a simple communication device to a supercomputer in our pockets. Such was the journey of the 2010 SE. A decade that redefined what a phone could be, and in the process, redefined us as well. In the span of just 4 decades, smartphones have dramatically transformed our lives. They've revolutionized communication, making it instant and borderless. Smartphones have redefined work, enabling us to conduct business from virtually anywhere. They've turned entertainment into a pocket-sized commodity, and they've integrated themselves into our daily routines, becoming almost indispensable. They've shaped our society and culture, influencing the way we interact, learn, and even think. Indeed, the evolution of smartphones is a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of innovation.